The most important thing while driving a steam locomotive is managing the boiler water level. The water must always cover the top of the firebox, sometimes referred to as the crown, normally halfway up the sight glass. Failure to properly maintain the water level can result in critical damage to the boiler. There are several methods to get water into the boiler, including hand pumps and axle pumps, but by far the quickest and most useful is utilizing an injector. This is the injector on my Poly 3 locomotive. These are fairly universal across all 5-inch gauge locomotives with varying functioning pressures. This one works optimally when the boiler is between 60 to 90 psi. Let's look how the injector works. Firstly, opening the water isolation valve from either the tanks or tender, water is allowed to flow from X into the combining chamber. In this state, the water will then run through the combining cone B and out of the overflow D. Secondly, we introduce steam through A to combine with the water in B, the combining chamber. To do this, we open the injector valve gradually shown in our previous video. Once we have water and steam in the combining cone creating a high-speed jet, the steam condenses, causing a reduction in volume and creating a vacuum that draws more water into the cone. The high-pressure jet of water is then diffused in the discharge cone E and routed to a non-return valve on the boiler. This process is an example of the Venturi effect. This can seem quite complex, but the operation of an injector is relatively simple. A little practice with applying the right amount of steam, turning your injector valve in the cab in most cases is all that is required. When the boiler is filling, you will notice key change in the sound of your boiler. Likewise, it will not take long before you start to see the water level rise in the sight glass. Remember to ensure you blow down your sight glass occasionally to ensure any debris is removed and it is reading correctly. Every boiler must have a minimum of 2 methods to add water to the boiler. This could be 2 injectors or any combination, including the use of an axle pump or hand pump. We will cover those in a future video. If you like this video or are interested in learning more about driving 5-inch locomotives, please like and subscribe.